Shout out to Markway. Happy New Year. I'm a bit close to the mic. I'm sorry. Happy New Year to everybody that's listening. This is the first podcast of 2021. That's crazy. I was just sitting here before I pressed record. And I was like, yo, 2016 was 5 years ago. What? That's crazy. That's crazy. I started high school 6 years ago. What? Well, not to the day, but like the 2015. It's like in like August, I can say that. But that's crazy. Motherfucker is almost 20. Well, not almost. Let me not say almost. I am not almost 20, but I will be 20 this year. But yeah, it's a new year. Same old shit. Feel like a brand new person. Sorry. Alright, let's get started because there's a lot of shit to talk about. Holy fuck. It's been 7 days of 2021, and it's been a shit show for like 2 of it. Yeah, like 2. I mean, before we get into that though, gotta talk about the podcast and the milestones. If you don't, please follow the podcast Twitter at lifesature_7. Follow that. Follow me on Twitter also. What's my shit? At cwild_17, I believe. But the display name is like shithead. Yes, shithead. So follow me. You know, follow everybody else that's involved with this shit. You know, they deserve it. But I made a goal last year. I think it was December 20th. And I was like, I want to be able to get 800 downloads before the end of the year. And we did it. We did it. So, appreciate everybody that listens and continues to listen. Shout out to y'all. Appreciate it. Y'all are the reason why we are still doing this. I mean, I would do this even if it was 5 people listening. I'm gonna be real. You know, just because I just enjoy talking shit. Look at me. This is all I do. But anyway, so shout out to y'all about that. For real. Big respect. This is our baby. You know what I'm saying? So, you know, it's important that we have milestones and shit like that. Next up is 1,000. Oh shit. Sorry, let me turn off my radio. Next up is 1,000. We're gonna fucking do it. We're gonna do it before the anniversary. It'll be 2 years of this podcast in July. So I think we can do it before then. I think so. As of right now, we're at 821, I believe. Yeah, so we can do that. But expect a lot more episodes. I'm going to try to be more, I don't know what's the word. Not cordial. I'm going to try to be studious. There we go. About the schedule. Try to get out at least 2 a month. Because I tried that last year. It didn't work. Exhibit A, this is the first episode since November. So, I mean, hey. Just totally skipped December. I'm sorry. We recorded, but like, it just... Sometimes it's just not enough. You know, it has to have the ingredients of a good episode. And if it doesn't, then I'm like, I'm not gonna post it. There's a lot of, like, half episodes or, like, episodes that's not quite enough. I'll probably upload those one day. Like, just put it into a big-ass compilation of just, like, shit we just never posted. If you're interested in that, let me know. But... You know, got the New Year shit out on the way. Let me check that off the list. You know what I'm saying? What's that shit? That saying where it's like, was it check the list? Check the list twice? Some shit like that. I think it has something to do with Santa Claus or some shit. I don't know. But, okay. Alright. Now, here's where we get into the shit. The Daily Gluck, as you all know, if you don't, the Daily Gluck is basically any news or anything that happened in your life recently where you're like, what the fuck? What was that? They was glucking. Now, glucking can be positive or negative. I want to reiterate that. But for the purpose of this segment, it's negative. For the purpose of this segment, it's negative. I'm sorry. The Daily Gluck today. Ooh. It is so bad. Okay. If you haven't been paying attention to the news in the last 24 hours... first of all, how? What are you doing? I don't know how. But basically, the Trump supporters were very angry that he caught that L, and severely caught that L, because they like certified the electoral votes and shit. That motherfucker had like 232 to like Joe Biden's like 305, something like that. So he got dusted basically. Clear cut. Like, that motherfucker's not winning, even if you, like, they were trying to overturn, I think, Arizona and some other states. They were trying to get it so that they could say Trump won. Nigga. Also, he's doing so many illegal things. It's ridiculous. Like, this motherfucker, they talking about, oh, we're gonna draft the 25th Amendment to impeach him. First of all, he's already been impeached once, but it got, what's the word? Something, basically, he got off. He got off for the first one. But let's not even worry about impeaching this nigga. He needs to be in jail. Like, real shit. He was on the phone for, I think, like 2 hours or maybe an hour, some shit like that. On the phone with the I really should have this ready. I'm sorry. But basically, he was on the phone with, like, I think it was Georgia. He was trying to get them to overturn the votes so that, and he said, in his words, he said, it's not that hard to just say you found more votes for me and overturn it to me. Are you serious? It's not that hard? What do you mean? They would be breaking the law. That's pretty hard. Like, after they already announced that Joe Biden won Georgia, they would, 2, go back on that, come up with some random ass shit, and say, oh yeah, Trump won retrospectively. Huh? This motherfucker's stupid. Not even just crazy, which he is, but he's just dumb. Just, how the fuck did people elect this nigga for 4 years? Like, and we'll get to them. But for right now, I just want to say, like, this motherfucker's doing hella illegal shit. He was tweeting yesterday talking about, oh, the people that stormed into the Capitol building, which they didn't storm, by the way. I saw a video on Twitter where the fucking police literally opened the gate and let those white people run amok. Let's talk about it. Like, what the fuck? But that motherfucker needs to be in jail. On January 20th, I need y'all to have that nigga in handcuffs, and I need his wig to be off, because he's going to jail. He's going to prison. But it's fuck that nigga 24/7, 365. So, you know, if you're a Trump supporter listening, get off right now. Please, stop listening. Hit pause and just exit stage left, please. Because you're not gonna like what I'm gonna say in the next couple of seconds. These fucking white people. What is wrong with these white people? Like, and I did see, like, a sprinkle of black people during this fiasco, this attempted coup. I did see a couple, but they look confused. So I'm not going, I don't know. I don't think they count. They count. Let's not get, you know what I'm saying? They do count. But I don't really give a fuck about them. But these fucking white people, they are a step away from literally being demons. They were mad and upset, like I said earlier, about, you know, Trump losing. And they said, but he also tweeted something out saying on January 6th, I need y'all to, like, do something, basically. So he incited this. Keep that in mind, please. So these white people were holding this, like, I don't know what the fuck to call it. It's not a protest. They're not protesting anything. They're just being stupid. But they gathered. They gathered in Washington, D.C., and they were just mad as shit, holding a budget Trump rally, which it's already budget itself, but they couldn't even get the nigga that they're there for. But it was terrible. So they were just, you know, chanting racist shit. Fuck BLM. Also, bro, white supremacists, their chants are ass. Like, I watched the video, and they were just saying, fuck BLM, like, first of all, that's not even catchy. Second of all, you sound stupid. Third of all, there was a black dude in the front chanting that, and his haircut was terrible. That told me everything I needed to know. But anyway, they was just, you know, chanting, being victims and shit. And they were like, this isn't enough. This isn't enough. We're gonna commit several crimes And we're going to storm, in quotes, I put that in quotes, we're going to storm the Capitol building. Listen. I'm sure you've seen all the, well, if you haven't, I'm going to give it to you, but if you have, listen. What the fuck? Like, like, what the hell is going on? I literally watched the fucking police. It was like 4 of them open the gate, and like 60 Trump supporters just calmly walk through into the Capitol building, like, lawn or whatever. And then they started climbing the wall. Ironic. They started climbing the wall to get into the building. At the same time they were doing this, there were people in there trying to certify the vote. That's the word I was looking for earlier. Certify. To certify the votes, the electoral votes for the election. At the same time that they were trying to do that inside, these white people were running into the building, trying to, I don't know what the fuck they were trying to do. They were trying to do stupid shit. But basically, what you need to know about what happened yesterday is that we saw, point blank period, if you didn't know before yesterday, you have to know today. I'm sorry, you have to. That there has always been 2 different Americas, for one, and 2, white people can do whatever the fuck they want, and there will always be somebody to excuse it. Always. Literally always. They committed several crimes. They went into the Speaker of the House, was it Nancy Pelosi? Whatever the fuck. They went to her office. This white dude had his feet up on her desk. He stole a piece of her mail. He did not get arrested. He didn't get pepper sprayed. He didn't get shot at with rubber bullets. He didn't get tackled. He didn't get nothing. Untouched. And I made a tweet yesterday where I said, I'm going to get it like verbatim because what the hell. It really just summed up what the fuck is just happening right now. Like, and it just doesn't make sense. I said, they let the white people storm into the fucking Capitol building untouched, but shot people protesting in the streets. Yeah, they did that. And they did that with no remorse. None whatsoever. It was countless, just white supremacists just running around, just having a fucking field day. Just running around. Like it was just a joke. Like, this is funny. Bro, let it have been any type of protest for anything that actually matters, and they wouldn't even got a toe into the fucking lawn of the Capitol building. A toe, my nigga, a toe. It's ridiculous that people don't understand that this has always been America. Motherfuckers are surprised. I'm like, what? I saw a tweet by a white person, of course, where they was like, this is one of the darkest days in U.S. history. No, the fuck it's not. Are you serious? This isn't even top 100. White people do fucked up shit all the time. This is just on a national stage, for one. And 2, we all saw how the police literally let them do it. They shot a lady in the neck. She died. Listen, you die for Trump. Let's clown. I'm sorry. And she was from California. She flew to D.C. to defend Donald Trump and to try to get them to overturn the election for him. And she lost her life. I'm not going to say it's what she deserves, but I am going to say I don't feel sorry. I'm sorry. What do you want us to do? And then 3 other people died from just random shit. I don't know. But it's like, what the fuck is going on? Like, please help me understand what these people thought they were going to achieve. What did they actually think was going to happen? And then there were senators in the Capitol building at the time. They were locked in just random rooms. I saw like 4 black senators, or like people that work in the building or whatever, take a picture. And they were like, we good in here, y'all. Don't worry about us. And I'm like, what is happening right now? Like, this is the United States of stupidity, which is going to be the title of this because it's true. It's always going to be true, but especially true today. Like, what is happening? If you really didn't think that the U.S. was racist as shit, doesn't care about anybody, that it's not white people. Yesterday showed you that in full color. Full-blown color. Like, there's no excuse for you to not understand that the United States of stupidity is the worst country. Like, I'm sorry. Like, I know I saw another tweet that said the United States of America was a bad idea, and it was. I've had this discussion multiple times. It should not be this country should not exist, basically. Like, there's way too many states, way too many people to govern over for one person as the president. Then you have, like, it just doesn't make sense. I'm not saying that, you know, motherfuckers just need to start, like, uprising. We need to break off into new shit and shit. I mean, we need to do that, but, like, we can't do that. But it's the fact that people will defend this country with their lives on Twitter. They will claim, scratch, and cry on Facebook that this is the best country in the world. How is this the best country in the world if they can't even protect the fucking Capitol building? They let these white people waltz in, play around, throw shit around. Like, they threw shit everywhere in people's desks, and, like, they literally trashed the place. They broke windows, all that shit. And please help me understand how any of that makes any sense. Like, we watched over the summer countless people of color, black people, everybody under the fucking sun in the hot heat march for racial injustice and for people to stop getting killed by the police. That is literally it. And we watched them get shot in the eye multiple times. Like just over, it didn't matter what state you were in. Somebody got shot in the fucking eye with a fucking rubber bullet. People losing vision, people getting fucked up with pepper spray, mace, people getting grabbed and taken to an unknown location. People have to quarter up in other people's houses to not get arrested. People getting jail life sentences for lighting a car on fire. For what? Like, what is happening? Please, how do you not see that? How do you not understand that this has always been two different Americas, and the fact that we have social media is just amplifying it? It's not like it's something new. Motherfucker, if they had Twitter in the 1960s, I'm sure MLK would have been like, y'all see this shit? Because we've been seeing it. And it's like, what more do you want us to show you? Or what more do you need to see to understand that until a fundamental systemic change is made, we will continue to see stupidity like this all the time? I think a lot of people who, quote unquote, love this country don't understand that this country doesn't love people that don't look like them. Like, at all. We see that through the countless people that continue to die of COVID, while they're fucking debating on whether we need money or not. And also, rich people that were saying, I don't think they need 2K. What? Motherfucker, you spend $2,000 on your fucking teeth, probably. What do you mean I don't need $2,000? Like, the cognitive dissonance between poor people, poor people, the middle class that are still poor, the middle class that have always had money but pretend like they don't, and then a big ass gap, and you got the rich people. What? Motherfucker, I don't think they fully understand that not only is it two different Americas, there's probably 37,000 different Americas, for real. Because everybody gets treated differently depending on your race, sex, orientation, all that shit. And people like to pretend like they don't. Bro, over the last summer, I've seen more fucked up shit happen to people that aren't white and straight than anybody else. Like, people getting kicked out of school, universities not sticking up for black students, universities having a what was it? It was like whites only or some shit like that. It was at the University of Michigan where they had a thing where it was non-POC, a non-POC club or some shit like that. And it's like, what? Why do white people need a safe space? Everywhere is a white people safe space. What the fuck? And this is the shit I'm talking about. Like, I will never get away from the fact that America, the United States, is terrible. It's terrible in every facet of the word terrible. Terrible from a point of view of the citizens. Terrible from a point of view of just people that are just trying to live. It's actually horrific. And the fact that we're still a country. And also, that motherfucker bombs, I think Trump, he bombed a country, like, yesterday. Just, if there wasn't, enough chaos going on, he just decided, hey, fuck it. How do y'all let this motherfucker have authority over that? He also called out Mike Pence, his own VP. What? He's talking about banning that nigga from the White House? Your own VP? How are you beefing with your own VP? We're not a serious country. We are not. We are not. We were never a serious country, for one. But two, we were never going to be taken seriously after we elected that nigga. Never. You want to talk about somebody that literally is a mockery of everything that this country stands for? That's Donald Trump. That motherfucker is literally racist as fuck. Old white dude that controls everybody for no fucking reason. Incites hate all the time. Motherfucker, and then Twitter didn't even want to ban this nigga after he was telling the people that were committing a crime in the Capitol building. He was telling them niggas to keep going and to continue. And they only banned that nigga's account for 12 hours. They should delete that shit. Real shit. He shouldn't be allowed to tweet once that motherfucker is out of office. 100%. He should be in jail. And that should be that. And to all the stupid fucking white politicians, just stupid fucking white people in general, just shut the fuck up, please. God, it really comes to a point where you see these white people blatantly incite hate, filter, they revel in it because they know that it's an advantage for them. And then they act surprised when white people are doing fucked up shit. It's like, you're telling them that we're the enemy, that they need to be patriots for America. Are you fucking serious? Y'all not fighting for shit. And it's on them. It's on them. It's always been on them, for real. Ever since the fucking 2016 election, when they decided that they were gonna ride with that nigga Trump, they festered hatred in all facets. And now they want to act surprised that white people are acting out. You literally told them to do fucked up shit. And here we are. After they do fucked up shit. What the fuck? The dude that fucking blew himself up in the RV on Christmas Day in Tennessee? What the fuck? And he was a white supremacist as well. What is happening? It knocked out telephone poles, communications, airline communications for a whole day. And motherfuckers just swept it under the rug. How? Why? That doesn't even make any fucking sense. I want everybody to know that this country does not give a fuck about you if you're not white. In every, literally, they don't. And that goes to medical reasons. That goes from the police. That goes from, your fucking principal. Everybody at every level of life in the U.S. has shown us that they do not give a fuck about people who are not white. So I don't understand why people are surprised that white people do fucked up shit. It's because they give them the agency to do fucked up shit. Please, let me know. And I'm going to come back to this in 6 months, some shit like that. And I want to see how many people from that stupid shit that they did yesterday, how many of them niggas get arrested. I saw somebody got fired because he wore his work badge while you were committing a crime. White people are so fucking stupid. If you're going to commit a crime, why would you have something that could clearly link you to a company that you work for? That makes no sense. That makes no sense at all. I'm kind of over it. Just talking about this because it pisses me off all over again. I've known that white people do fucked up shit and Trump supporters do fucked up shit. I've known that this country doesn't treat people fairly since I was 8, 9. I remember I got called a racial slur for the first time. I was like 5. I was like, what the fuck is going on? Bro, until this country is no longer a thing, we will continue to see stupid shit like this. Because, like I said before, this country gives white people agency to do fucked up shit at all times. On everything. Literally. And until this country either, I don't know, just hit the reset button. Something. Until that happens, we will continue to see shit like this. And if Donald Trump, fuck that nigga. If that dude doesn't go to jail, we gonna continue to see shit like this. Because he's gonna try to run again. He's gonna try to run again. I know. Which is ridiculous. He should be in jail. How the fuck is he able to run again? Especially after this. This is, like, I want to say this is all his fault. Well, it kind of is. This specific event is all his fault, for one. But he's not the only person contributing to the toxicity of what they've created. The Republican Party created this. And they want to act like it was just Trump. No, you have been complicit. You have encouraged this dude to say these stupid shit. Like, to say these stupid things. And now you want to act like, oh, it's always just been him. No, the fuck it has not. Ted Cruz needs to be in jail. Mike Pence needs to be in jail. Donald Trump, every fucking Republican needs to be in jail. I don't give a fuck. They need to go to jail because they've been committing crimes against humanity, crimes against everybody since this motherfucker got elected. Real shit. That's my last thing on it because talking about that shit pisses me off. Fuck Donald Trump. But yeah, that's white people doing white people shit. What do you want to, like, what do you want me to say? There's nothing new about this topic. They will continue to do stupid shit like this. And now we talk about Georgia. The Georgia runoffs were like, was it yesterday? No, it was the day before yesterday. But basically, it was on Georgia. If we got both of them niggas to be Democrats, we could flip the Senate, and we would have a majority Senate and a majority House. Well, not we, but y'all in Georgia, y'all did it. I read a tweet that said 100,000 more people voted in the runoffs than the original one, which is insane. Like, where the fuck were y'all? But I'm glad y'all showed up. Ossoff won. He's the youngest senator since Joe Biden, and now Joe Biden is the oldest president to be elected. This is what I'm talking about. Why do we need to have somebody that's almost 74 running this country? Why? Go home. Like, what the fuck? Anyway. Warnock beat, I forgot her first name, but LaFeller or some shit like that. But I want to talk about that, like, in depth, because I'm an avid watcher of the WNBA. Shout out to the WNBA. Shout out to the W, you know what I'm saying? If you're not, then, hey, fuck you. But the WNBA has always been at the forefront of social justice, saying, listen, this shit ain't right, and we finna talk about it. And I respect them for that, wholeheartedly. They've always been at the front of just being like, no, y'all doing fucked up shit. We can't let this slide. And they went about it like that mindset in a times 2. Okay, this white lady, she owns the Atlanta Dream for now. And she's also a senator in Georgia. She has been doing hella illegal shit, insider trading, all this other shit. This motherfucker needs to be in jail as well. But basically, before the elections, everybody was like, oh, she's gonna win, you know, and she came out and she said that she didn't support Black Lives Matter while her fucking basketball team were supporting it. Come on, yo. But basically, after she said that, she awoke a beast. Because every single fucking playoff team during the Wubble, they wore Vote Warnock shirts. And at the time, he was at like 9% on like the polls they do before they do the election or whatever. after that, he raised over $100,000. And as you see, in hindsight, in the Georgia runoffs, that motherfucker beat her. After the WNBA got on his bandwagon. I don't think people are understanding how insane that is, one. And two, how powerful that is. Because before then, we would have had another racist-ass white lady in the Senate. And we wouldn't have had majority of the House. Bro, the fucking WNBA flipped a seat in the fucking Senate. That is a big deal. So shout out to everybody on the Atlanta Dream. Shout out to everybody in the WNBA for doing that. For, it's another white bitch down. So shout out to her. Oh, not shout out to her. Please, no. But shout out to them. Sorry. Shout out to them. That's a big deal, bro. Like, it's a big deal. And now we might get these $2,000 stimulus checks. So, yes, sir. I need them to vote on that shit, like, as soon as everybody's sworn in. Because we need that. Shout out to Stacey Abrams as well. Doing all the dirty work in Georgia. Trying to get people registered to vote. Trying to, fight voter suppression as well. Just shout out to everybody that that played a part in this. Because if there's one thing we always are going to need, it's good news. And that was some good ass news. And it won't go into a runoff not a runoff. It already did, sorry. But it won't go into a recount because I think they both reached the threshold for it. Yeah. So shout out to Georgia. We needed that. We really did, because if there would have been a majority House for the Republicans, the Senate, then they would have just kept blocking shit for Joe Biden and the Democrats to pass. So hopefully they pass some good shit. And hopefully they don't pass no bullshit. That's all I can say. What's next? Let me check that shit off. But yeah, once again, shout out to the WNBA. Alright. I want to go in order. Yeah, let's not go in order for this one. I'm only 30 minutes in. Jesus. I just hit my damn knee. That shit hurt. I'm not going to spend too much on this because I'm not sure if this is true or not. But there's a rumor going around on Twitter that Jeffree Star fucked Kanye West. Right. I know. I see your face. What? That's what I said. But apparently, Jeffree Star has some old tweets referencing Kanye West in a weird manner. And he also, in the past, has said, I don't even like saying that nigga's name, but I just wanted to bring it up. But what timeline are we in where this is a thing? Please. And then, I know nobody gives a fuck about this, but Kim and Kanye are supposed to be getting a divorce. It's like imminent, is what people, a source close to the couple said. That's always the same shit they say. It's like, nigga, I don't know how reliable is that source? Real shit. Like, I don't know. But this is just weird. It's just a weird piece of news. Like, in what world would I give a fuck if they're fucking? But also, why are they fucking? Hey, I mean, Kanye, listen. That motherfucker already a little, you know what I'm saying? So, I wouldn't be surprised. I'm just not surprised by anything at this point. Because if 2020 taught us anything, it's that anything is possible. And that does not always mean positive. Yeah, I'm not gonna spend that long on that. I don't really give a fuck. Next up, we can talk about the NBA. You know, we just talked about the WNBA. Let's talk about the NBA. If you don't know, the Lakers won in October in the bubble. And after that, they said, hey, let's run it back. Like, less than 2 months later, they were like, okay, basketball's about to be playing again. I was like, wait, they finna go this quick? But yeah, they're doing it. And it's not going to be in a bubble this time. They're traveling, but they're doing kind of like baseball style things where it's like 2 games in one area, then you go somewhere else, 2 games. It's sure like that. Two games against the same team. So they're doing that, and like we're in very early into the season, very early. I think most teams have played like 6 games, 7, some shit like that. And the Lakers are doing pretty good. The Clippers they're doing all right. The Nets, though, I want to talk about the Nets because if you don't know, I'm a Oklahoma City Thunder fan, so that means that I hate KD. I don't hate him, but I do not like him. I respect him though, but I don't like him. Do I even need to go into more detail? Probably not. But he's on the Nets, and so is Kyrie Irving. When it was first announced that they were both going to be on the team, I was like, let's see how this works. And here we are. It's going alright. I think they lost to. I'm looking it up because I don't remember. But I know they lost to a team where I was like, wait, what? Wait, it just happened. It was the Wizards. It was the Wizards. And both KD and Kyrie were playing. Well, KD's out right now because of COVID protocol. I fucked that word up. Because of COVID protocol. He was near somebody that had it. But, yeah, the Nets lost to the Wizards in a very close game. And if you don't know, Russell Westbrook is on the Wizards. Russell Westbrook probably doesn't really fuck with KD like that. So, that was just a little storyline for the game. And it was like a 1-point game, I think. Yeah, I think it was a 1-point game. And it was like 10 seconds left. And Kyrie Irving had the ball. He was coming up the court. And he shot a 3 with like 10 seconds left. And I was like, that was kind of early. But I guess, just to give you a chance, you get the rebound, you get another shot. So they got the rebound. He missed the first 3. And then KD got it. And he kind of drove and then stopped about 10 feet away from the basket, something like that. And he shot. Now, I don't really fuck with Skip Bayless like that. Because he's so inconsistent with every argument he has with Shannon Sharp. But he said a couple months ago that KD is the best mid-range shooter there is. Now, I'm not saying you gotta make every shot, but I am saying he should have made that. He was wide open, and he just missed it. He just bricked it. And they lost. Listen, the memes, the memes on Twitter after that, glorious. I genuinely think that the Nets will probably, a lot of people have them going to the finals, but I don't think they're going to the finals, let me be real. Like, I know KD, Kyrie, great players. KD, 2 finals MVPs. Kyrie obviously has a ring. But, I don't know, something about their team is just, like, it just seems like it's just not strong enough. But, hey, I mean, I've been talking to some people, and they think the Nets are better than the Lakers. So, we'll see. But if I had to make a very early, too early, almost doesn't matter, predictions for the finals, I would probably say the Lakers. This is going to be, a lot of people going to be like, what the hell? But I'm going to say the Lakers versus, I kind of want to say the Lakers versus the Celtics, but I don't think the Celtics have enough talent to get past the Heat again, or the Nets. I think the Eastern Conference Finals is going to be the Nets versus, I would love to see the Nets versus the Celtics for one, but I don't think it's going to happen. The 76ers, they're 7-1 right now. I don't know. If they can get to the Eastern Conference Finals, I won't be mad at it. They might be my sleeper to get to make it to the finals because I think Doc Rivers is a good coach. Embiid, if he's on, is really good. Ben Simmons is really good, even though he can't hit a three. They got Seth Curry now. I think they still have Tobias Harris. They got some good pieces. But I think my dark horse is definitely the 76ers to make it to the finals. But realistically, I'll say it's gonna be the Lakers versus. I'll say the Lakers versus. I can't decide. Because, I feel like Lakers Nets is just everybody saying that shit. So I want to be different. So, fuck it. I'm going to say Lakers versus the 76ers. Imagine if they make it to the finals. Oh, my goodness. And also, Dalton, who's a self-proclaimed Knicks fan. The Knicks are doing pretty good right now. So I'm not gonna say he's hyping them up for no reason. But they can get to the play-in, which is between the 10th seed and the 9th seed. And they play to see who makes it to the playoffs to play the first seed. Wait, no. No, it's 9 and 10 play against 8. And then whoever wins that game plays the first. Yeah, that's what it is. I was like, wait, what is it? I think that's how it works. Questionable, though. But yeah, I think the Celtics might be a sleeper as well. LaMelo Ball, he looks good right now for the Hornets. I see a lot of people calling for him to start over Devontae Graham, who I saw him in person when we watched the Thunder versus the Hornets. What was that, last year? The year before, in 2019. And he looked good, but a lot of people are saying he's just not efficient enough, so LaMelo should start. And then Gordon Hayward, he scored 44 points last night. Also, is that motherfucker MAGA or not? I need a clear-cut answer. Because I like the Hornets, but if that motherfucker's MAGA, then I can't fuck with him. I'm sorry. I can't. I saw this thing where it said his wife donated $300 to the Trump thing in 2016. So that's an indication. But I don't know. Should I give him the benefit of the doubt? I don't think so. He's MAGA by association. Or Duncan Robinson's girlfriend apparently is MAGA. First of all, Duncan Robinson? What type of name is that? But anyway, I'm not going to disrespect him like that. He's the fastest player to hit 300 career threes. He did it in 95 games, which is an insane return, actually, now that I'm thinking about it, because it took the nearest person 117 games, which is basically a season and a season and a half, basically. And he did it in a season in 10 games. That's insane. But no, I think you count playoffs too. So yeah, that's a crazy amount. So he might be somebody to look for. I didn't even realize he was also a rookie. I could have sworn he wasn't a rookie. That's crazy. What else we got here? Gotta check it off the list and shit. We can talk about the NFL wildcard weekend that's coming up. It's coming up, and I think it's the Steelers versus the Browns. I can give my predictions for this because I actually am genuinely curious as to see who wins. Something about the Browns. I just want them to succeed, It's like the Cavaliers in 2016. I wanted LeBron to succeed so bad because I did not like the Warriors. And, I don't have any ill will towards most NFL teams because, I like the Lions, but, we're trash. So, I just gotta watch it for the game. I can't really be like, oh, fuck that team. So on wildcard week, damn, it's not a. I don't know why I thought wildcard weekend in the NFL was like 2 games, but it's 6. Jesus. The Colts versus the Bills. I'm gonna take the Bills on that one. I like the Bills. Josh Allen, he's showing them niggas. Shout out to Josh Allen. Rams versus Seahawks. I like Russell Wilson. I'll say the Seahawks. They usually have enough to get past most people. They kind of fell off, though. Because he was supposed to be, like, MVP candidate, and he fell off. So, it just depends on the offenses. Because Jared Goff is ass, in my opinion, but he gets through. Could he get through again? Maybe. Buccaneers versus the Washington football team, which will never not be funny to me. They really just need to pick. They couldn't pick anything. Like, they couldn't pick anything. They had to just say football team, please. I don't know. I really want to see Tom Brady lose. I really do. But it's not likely. So I'm gonna take the Bucks. I'm gonna take the Bucks. And then the Ravens. Oh, that's on a Saturday? Oh shit. We finna be teeing here. But Sunday, the Ravens versus the Titans. I'm gonna take the Titans just because I like the Titans. I like Derrick Henry. He's good. They have the same record. That's weird. The Bears versus the Saints. Now listen, if the fucking Saints do not beat the Bears, they are an embarrassment because they won the NFC South over the Bucks, I believe. Yeah, they did. So, it's kind of gonna be like, listen, how did y'all not win? But I think the Saints got it. So I'm gonna take the Saints, and then the Browns versus the Steelers. I'm gonna take the Browns because I really want them to win. But their fucking coach, I think their head coach, tight end coach, linebacker coach, and one wide receiver and a guard, they're all out because of COVID. So, yeah. They're kind of up against it, low key. But hopefully the Browns win. Shout out to Baker Mayfield. He might be MAGA, though. I don't know. He went to Oklahoma. Anytime I root for, a Caucasian athlete, or just any Caucasian in general, I'm always like, that could be racist. I mean, you could say that about a lot of people, though. I don't know. I don't trust some people. Especially if you went to Oklahoma. I'm sorry. What else is happening? A lot of people are pregnant. A lot of quarantine babies happening. Victoria Monet. That's my girl. She's pregnant. Like, she's about to, have the kid, though. Like, she's been pregnant since maybe, early last year, April, some shit like that. She said she was pregnant, all quarantine. So, she's been pregnant for a minute. Emma Stone, also. That was random. The fuck? Let me check that off the list. Nicki Minaj showed us what her baby looks like. It's pretty cute. She didn't say what his name was, but she almost named that child Ninja. Now, whenever I heard that, I was like, Ninja, like the nigga from Fortnite? I was like, there's no way she meant it like that. Y'all think she meant it like that? I don't think so. Yeah, so if you're out there and you're having a kid, don't name it Ninja. I don't know what you should name it. Name it after me. I don't know. There was a lot of people. I won't name names, but some of my friends had a couple pregnancy scares to open the year. Not good. But hey, none of them are pregnant, so we'll call that a win. We will call that a win. We can talk about I'll talk about Zucker. for a little bit, if anybody gives a fuck. Listen, if you're still listening, you're a real one. But AC Milan, who play in Italy, they're top of the league. And they played Juventus the other day. They fucking lost. It was their first loss of the season. They were the last team across Europe to be undefeated. So, yeah, it was kind of a big deal. They lost, though. But they're still winning the league right now. But they just lost for the first time. So, it's like, oh, my God, they lost. Manchester City. Come on, City! They beat United. Fuck them. So, we made it to another final. The Carabao Cup. Shout out to that. I'm going for 4 in a row. I'll give my prediction for that. I think the final is in like April or some shit. But I think we're gonna win. 4 in a row. You know what I'm saying? I think we won the first one against. No, he wasn't coach then. I'm trying to think about the 4 in a row. I think the first time we won it was against. I'm testing my knowledge here. It was against. The fact that I don't remember. I know the second one was against Chelsea. It was Arsenal. It was Arsenal. That's what it was, because it was 3-0. Yeah, it ended 3-0. So the first time we won it was against Arsenal. Smacked them. The second time was against Chelsea. We went to pens. Dead game. So dead. But it went to pens, and we won. Raheem Sterling scored the winning penalty. And then the most recent one was against Aston Villa. We won. I think it was 2-1. Or was it 1-0? It might have been 1-0. No. It was 2-1. It was 2-1. Because Rodri scored. So for this one, I don't like to give score predictions because, like, I don't like it when it's wrong. But I'll say. I hope we batter them. So I'll say 4-1. 4-1. Scores: Foden, Torres, Aguero, and then an own goal. And then for them, the one person that scores is going to be like Son or some shit, because he always scores against us. Just the luck of the draw. Oh, and then Barcelona. They won. Was it yesterday? Might have been the day before. They won. They're still ass. But they won. So you gotta give them credit for that. I don't know. I feel like if Messi doesn't leave this summer, then it's like, bro, you really went through all that for nothing. But apparently, the presidential elections has a big, influence on if he stays or goes. So if a president that he doesn't like wins, then he's out the door. But if a president he does like wins, then he might stay. Please don't stay. Please don't stay. They don't deserve you, man. They've treated his prime like his prime, because, like, at the end of the day, he has to retire someday, which is so sad. But he has to retire someday, and they've wasted the last couple of years of his life. Not his life, but, like, his prime. Like, after Roma, which was, like, 17, 18, I want to believe. I think so. And then Liverpool. That was tragic. Watching that was terrible. I was like, you need one goal, and you are good. And they couldn't do it. Like, I will always remember this. When they were winning 3-0, Dembele was through, and he could have scored the fourth. I fully think if he would have scored that, they would have went to the Champions League final. And they would have won, probably. But no. And I'm not blaming Dembele, because, listen, they should have done something that second leg. Just one goal? Jesus. But yeah, they couldn't do it. I don't know. Disappointment in sports is like, it's just something you have to deal with, unfortunately. Somebody's always going to be disappointed, basically. Unfortunately, it was Barcelona that day. I don't know, it's kind of short. So I don't know if I'll upload it. I don't know. I'm thinking. Because I feel like I run out of shit to talk about. But I can always just like, oh shit. I can always just like, I don't know, edit it. Just do. It's such a good title though. I don't want to lose the title. Maybe I can do like half by myself and then half with Dalton and Marquay and Danae. And I'll come up with something for that. Yeah, we can do something like that. So I'll cut this at like, maybe like 50 minutes. I don't know. I can listen back and see if I really want to upload it. Right now I'm just trying to get to an hour. I don't think I've ever struggled to get to an hour like this. I could talk about my love life, but so you know what, fuck it, I will. Because why not? What do I have to lose? Nothing. So if you didn't listen to the other podcast, talked about my love life a bit, and I don't know how to describe it. It's just kind of like stop start. You know, I feel like I'm making progress, and then I'm not, and it's like shit. But it's with the same person every time, of course. And I don't know, maybe I need to. I already said this. I tweeted this out, and I hope, you know, the power of manifestation. That I need new prospects in the year 2021. Okay? I can't be stuck on one girl the whole year. Not again. I did that all 2020. But if you're out there listening and you find me attractive, let me know, please. That brother's starving. I am. Please. Bora, I'll see you in the second half. Remember that life's a chore.